All right, let's dive into something pretty amazing: the hidden world of control and coordination. I mean, think about it, from how we react in a split second to how a plant slowly reaches for the sun. Everything that's alive is constantly responding to the world. But how does it all actually work?
Let's start with a classic. You accidentally touch a hot pan. Your hand yanks back instantly, right? It happens so fast that the feeling of that's hot only registers after your hand is already safe. So what's going on there? It feels totally automatic, like some kind of magic. But it's not magic. It's just biology doing what it does best.
And that's the real secret, actually thinking about something, processing it, making a decision. That takes time. And when you're about to get a nasty burn, time is the one thing you do not have. So your body has evolved this incredible built-in override system to protect itself.
So what is this override? Well, it's run by our first amazing network, the nervous system. You can think of this as the body's super fast internet, flashing electrical messages around in the blink of an eye. And for those real emergencies, it has a special express lane. This express lane is called the reflex arc. And really, the best way to think about it is as a shortcut. It's a neural path that completely bypasses the main command center, the brain, for that first crucial action. The brain gets the memo eventually, but only after your body has already pulled you out of danger.
So let's trace that journey real quick. First, heat receptors in your skin basically scream danger. A sensory neuron shoots that message like a lightning bolt straight to your spinal cord. Now, the spinal cord acts like a local field commander. It doesn't wait for orders from HQ. It immediately fires back a command through a motor neuron, shouting "contract" to your arm muscle, and bam, your hand is safe. And here's the truly wild part. That entire round trip happens in a fraction of a second. The message carrying the feeling of pain is still slowly making its way up to your brain while your hand is already pulling back. It's just an absolutely brilliant survival mechanism. Okay, so that's the emergency stuff, but obviously we're not just a bundle of reflexes. Most of what we do all day is deliberate, right? This is where we shift from those automatic reactions to the conscious choices we make, like deciding to pick up your phone or walk across the room.
And the difference here is really simple, but also pretty profound. On one hand, you've got reflex actions. They're super fast, involuntary, and run by the spinal cord, purely for protection. On the other hand, you've got voluntary actions. They're slower, you're conscious of them, and they're controlled by the brain to get something specific done. One is pure survival, the other is all about intention.
And the headquarters for all those voluntary decisions is, of course, the brain. You've got the forebrain doing all the heavy lifting, the thinking, seeing, smelling. Meanwhile, the midbrain and hindbrain are in the background, kind of like a building's maintenance crew, handling all the involuntary stuff like your heartbeat and breathing. And then there's the cerebellum, the master of coordination, making sure you can walk or ride a bike without falling over.
Okay, but wait a second. The nervous system is perfect for these quick, targeted messages. But what about the really slow, long-term stuff? You know, processes like growth that happen over months and years. Sending constant electrical zaps for that would be, well, crazy inefficient. The body has to have a different way to communicate for that. And it does. It's called the endocrine system. And instead of electrical signals, this system uses chemical messengers called hormones. If the nervous system is like sending an instant message, the endocrine system is like the body's postal service. It's slower, sure, but it can deliver a message to every single cell in the body. Look at some of these key chemical messages. You've got adrenaline for emergencies, insulin to manage your energy, thyroxine to run your metabolism, and of course, growth hormone, which does exactly what it sounds like. Each one is a crucial instruction, keeping our bodies working the way they should.
Take adrenaline for a second. It's the perfect example. When you're in a scary situation, your adrenal glands flood your bloodstream with it. That one chemical message travels everywhere, telling your heart to pound, your lungs to work overtime, and your blood to rush to your muscles. It's the ultimate all-hands-on-deck signal, getting your entire body ready to either fight or run.
Animals have this amazing toolkit of nerves for speed and hormones for widespread commands. But what about plants? They don't have a single nerve. They don't have muscles to run away. Yet they still respond to light, touch, and gravity in these really sophisticated ways. How in the world do they pull that off? This brings us to the last part of our story today, the totally silent, super elegant world of how plants get things done. It's a completely different strategy for life, one that relies on chemistry and growth to navigate out. Plants have two main moves. There are these surprisingly fast actions, like how a touch-me-not plant folds its leaves when you poke it. That's not muscle. It's a clever trick with water pressure inside its cells. And then
There's the slow, steady movement called tropism, which is all about growing in a specific direction, guided by hormones.
When it comes to a plant bending towards the light, the undisputed star of the show is a plant hormone called auxin. This one little chemical is the entire reason a plant on your windowsill will patiently lean and stretch to catch every last
How
bit
it
of
works
sun.
is just genius. See, auxin is made at the very tip of a plant's stem. But here's the thing, it's kind of light shy, so it moves away from the sun and collects on the shady side of the stem. Over there, it tells those shaded cells to grow longer and faster than the cells on the sunny side. And that uneven growth is what physically causes the plant to bend. So simple and so effective.
When you boil it all down, it's this. Living things need to coordinate. The nervous system is like a direct text message. It's fast, it's specific, it's targeted. The hormonal system, for both us and for plants, is more like making a public announcement over a loudspeaker. It's slower, but it gets the message out to everyone, coordinating a huge, body-wide response.
very different
systems, all for the same goal, adapting to the
that
world.
really just leaves you wondering, doesn't it? We've only just scratched the surface here. So the next time you see a flower tracking the sun, or you quickly pull your own hand away from something hot, just take a second to think about the incredible, invisible conversations that are making it all possible. What other silent dialogues are happening inside us and all around us right now?